Hello everybody, today I wanted to finally do my review on this Topdon. It's called an Artidiag HD. It's for diesel trucks. It's a scanner tool. Just in case you don't watch this whole video, I want you to know two things right off the bat. One, this is bidirectional. A lot of your scanners on the market are only omnidirectional. This is bidirectional. So some of you know what that means. That means this can somewhat write, not just read on your truck. And two, there is no monthly subscription. There's not a lot of them out there that don't have a monthly fee. So that's my number one favorite thing about this. Just know that there is no monthly subscription. Wanted to wait till I had it for a couple months and used it before I did my review, because I just don't want to, not have the experience with it. And I'm still learning things about this constantly. I'll get into a little bit of that. This might be a little bit of a long video because I kind of want to just tell you my experience with it and what I've used it for. It covers about 60 different OEMs. So if you're looking at one, just make sure your OEM is listed. I've so far used it on Kenworth, Freightliner, Mack, and International. So that's what I've used it on so far. And it saved me a lot of money. I'll tell you that. There's kind of a story there. But so it comes in this case. Let me just pop it open, show you what it is inside. So in the top of the lid here, kind of handy little storage for all your cables. It does come with a bunch of cables and pretty much whatever you need. And if you have a bunch of European stuff, you can get more cables for it. But this is going to cover all your semi stuff. I mean, this even works on heavy equipment like Caterpillar and Komatsu and stuff like that. And then your scanner itself sits here, but let me just get it out here. One thing I was kind of worried about is the size of the screen. You can see it's lit up there. I was worried it would be too small and I couldn't see it because I'm half freaking need bifocals here, but not a problem. They have some tablet models that are mostly for cars and automotive, but this is the heavy duty diesel one. This is the one if you're out trucking or running heavy equipment. So you can get one of the tablets, a couple of the certain tablets. They got a bunch of them, and have the heavy duty programming put in it. But I don't want to stick all that money into it until I knew if I liked this. Now I get this on sale for $549. I haven't seen that sale since. I will post a link in the comments below if you want one or if you want to look at one. I'll probably put an Amazon link if I could find one. Would get a commission off that, just being up front. But my experience with this. Okay, so like I said, this is bidirectional, and my favorite thing about it is the no monthly subscription, because I hate paying a subscription fee. You get free updates for 2 years. After that, I don't know what the updates are, but they're not much. I got to update this one. I haven't done it since I got it, but I've used it several times. There's a lot. Okay, long story short, I love this thing. I'm glad I bought it. It's one of the best purchases I've ever made. There is a couple things I would think they could improve on. Number one is the instructions. Like you gotta use this thing to learn what's all in it. I had a couple situations where I came up short on my repair because I didn't know or couldn't find what I needed to do in here. One of them is diagnosed the situation where I needed NOx sensors. Okay, so we put NOx sensors in, and after that you should do an NOx conversion test. Well, I didn't necessarily know where it was in here, so it took me a long time to hunt and figure out where it was at, but we got it done. So you can run your NOx efficiency test. This thing right here taught me something key about these trucks. It's called LARMF. Has anybody heard of a LARMF number, especially on Freightliners? LARMF. It's a very important number to know and have a scanner to read it before Freightliner tries to sell you a whatever $17,000 one box like they did to me. So yeah, this thing saved me. In addition to, let's see, I diagnosed and installed a DEF dozer, okay, NOx sensors, a DEF pump, and a DEF header. So one usage paid for this doggone thing with what they charge for diagnostics these days at the Freightliner and the dealers. And I've come to the conclusion with what they even just charge for diagnostics. So just for instance, right, a couple of months ago I had a truck out on the road and the DEF pump went out. Well, I got it in the Freightliner, and with just $600 to just diagnose the bad DEF pump, you know, when you already know what the DEF pump is, but you're bound and determined they got to confirm it before they do anything. All in $3,100 to replace a stupid $700-800 DEF pump. All right, now, you know, you can diagnose that yourself. The DEF pump's $800. You know, they're not that hard to put in if you want to do it yourself, or take it to a mom and pop shop. They probably do them all the time. You don't need those diagnostic fees. Okay, so important note: this does not make you a mechanic. You got to get some knowledge to go along with these things, these type of things, any of them. But with most things nowadays, these trucks, is knowing what's wrong is half the battle. It's like these dealers keep these guarded secrets of, you know, trying to figure out what's wrong with your truck. Well, you can one up of them getting a scanner tool such as this one. So long story short, I've used it like that. Learned about this. Boy, this is a really long story. Had it in for some work. The knock sensors, the DEF pump, blah blah blah, and couldn't get the D-rate codes to go away. Okay, well, I buzzed up the Freightliner, says, hey, could you just put this on the computer for a second? He hooks up, and in 10 seconds he's like, here's your problem right here. It's this LARMF number. Okay, it's like an efficiency number that has to come up above 92 before your D-rate codes will go away. You can't just delete them. So I learned that, and I'm able to run SCR efficiency tests with this thing. I had to do it 2 or maybe 3 times to get that number above 92. Whereas at Freightliner, if half of them, if they run it once and your efficiency number does not come up, they tell you need a 1 box. Now, might I need a new 1 box? Maybe down the road. But now I can keep an eye on those numbers, my NOx conversion, my inlet and outlet temps for the DOC, the SCR, the DPF. If I feel there's something coming, I can hook up and check all this for myself and not get sold a stupid, ridiculous 1 box. So if I need a 1 box, maybe, but I'll see it coming if I can just check it out for myself. So saved me a bunch of money there. And also I've done on the road a couple forced regens for some different drivers when it was just stuck. You know, that's a $300, $400, $500 trip into a shop right there. So the bidirectional part. Now, quick, how did I come across this? All right, I have the Topdon battery tool, battery analyzer tool. Loved it. It's freaking awesome. So I didn't know they made all this stuff. I had to have a road service mechanic come out with his snap-on tool to read a truck that was just all jacked up. And he read it for us, and I got to talking to him. I'm like, what do you got into that thing? Because I've been thinking about buying like a J Pro or maybe Snap-on or a Mac scanner. And he's like 15 grand. He's like, I paid 11 for it, but I got to buy all the different OEMs programmings, and I got to pay monthly fees and this and that. He's like, don't do it. I wouldn't do it again. And then he told me, he's like, my buddy is a car mechanic, and he told me about this Topdon. He says, I'm going to buy that for I paid $549 for this on sale. And they're like $6.99 now, I think, or $7.99. Either way, like one trip to the shop will save you that. He's like, it does. He's like, I'll be honest with you, it doesn't do 100% of everything I can do with this Snap-on, but he's like 70, 80% of everything I can do with the Snap-on. So 15,000 versus 700 or whatever. Yeah, I can sacrifice a few functions right there. And so I went and I bought it right away. And I'm very glad that I did. Now, as much as I love this thing, 2 things that are hard to get used to. Number 1, being that there's no subscription, I can't call J-Pro and say, hey, I'm getting this code. Have one of your technicians walk me through how to fix it, right? They don't have that kind of support. You're not going to get that with this. But like I said, $15,000 cheaper. And 2, it does not come with much for instructions. You have to use this thing and just go through the trees like well, I guess my battery died here while I was jabber-jawing. You just got to go through it and see what's in here and learn it. Now, like I said, this doesn't make you a mechanic. You got to get knowledge to go with it. So if you're in here going through stuff, don't go trying to change a bunch of things. You just want to see what's in here. But you can do an amazing amount with this. Like I said, 60 different OEMs, some foreign jobbers, but I'm really happy with it. Some of the things you can do, you should not do if it's not your truck. You can change your governed speed. You can change your idle speed. Some of the different things. You can run your SCR efficiency test. If you get your DPF filters replaced. Oh, that's the one thing where I fell short with the knowledge on this is I did DPF filters on a truck, and after that, you need to code in the new serial numbers for the DPF canisters, and I didn't find it in here how to do that, so I didn't think you could do it. Later on, I came across it. I found it. So if it came with some more instructions, but I suppose, how do you give instructions for each OEMs? You'd have to give 60 sets of instructions. I don't know. But anyway, you can change your own DEF filters. I'm sorry, DPF filters. My bad. And program your serial numbers in. So you put a new one box in, you can program all that in. What else can you do? Maintenance, forced regens. If you got oil life monitor, you can reset that. You change injectors in your truck. You got a Series 60, and you put your new injectors in. You need to put your injector codes in right here. You can put your injector codes in there. I mean, look at all these OEMs. It's just stupid. So you have different selections for the chassis and the engine. Let's see, injector coding, clutch matching. If you need to calibrate a clutch. Brake pad reset if you got the brake pad monitors on your truck. Some of your equipment does that. SCR reset. There's a bunch of different functions in there. That's where you'll find your SCR efficiency test. Now in another section, there's also an SCR performance test. But the one you want for your NOx conversion efficiency and all that, and your LARMF number is in the SCR efficiency test. I learned that the hard way after like a whole overnight of staying up and messing with it. You can reset your speed governor. Now, don't go buying one of these because you think you're going to reset the speed on your company truck. That's not what you need to be doing here. It's not your truck. Please don't do that. You can do cylinder cutout tests if you need to find what cylinder you're doing has problems. You can go into the urea drive. Oh, one thing I also did, DEF quantity test. You got the urea drive here to see if you got, that can help tell you if you got a bad pump or a bad DEF dozer. So I did that, the urea in the urea drive. And then I said idle speed. Those are some of the things you can do with the bidirectional part of it, and that's all under maintenance. Diagnostics here. Oh, one thing too, the diagnostic part. You can make this a real professional. It has Wi-Fi, so you can connect it to your phone or whatever. And I did this. I put my company information in there, and you can download your diagnostic codes and all that, and it puts them into a really professional looking PDF like a shop would do, and you could send them to yourself, your company, your customer, your driver. So I thought that was pretty cool. This is suitable for a commercial shop. You know, if you're just getting started or you want to save a bunch of money. I kind of compared it to the J-Pro at one of the shops I use, and the difference is in the support. Okay, J-Pro, if you pay the fees, the monthly fees at a different level, you can get like technician support. This does not have that, but like I said, it's also $15,000 cheaper. So that's what you can do with the right here. You got light duty diesel truck machinery engine ECU, and then you can also go by the chassis, you know, Kenworth, Peterbilt. Or you can get it, say, Freightliner, right? You got Freightliner chassis, and then you got Detroit powertrain. So you can get into either side of that, which is nice, especially if you have like an international with a Cummins engine and a, you know, whatever OEM transmission, just say a Eaton, right? Or they don't talk to each other, they're not integrated. Then you can get into both sides of that. Library. Oh, I'll be damned, I just looked at something new. I never really clicked on library before. DTC repair guide. So that'd be your diagnostic trouble control repair guide. I got to be hooked up to the truck apparently to make it work. But vehicle coverage lookup, user manual. Oh gosh dang, make a fool out of me already. User manual right there. That's one part of this I have not explored yet. This is so, like, there's so much in here to look at and learn. So anytime I can't figure out how to do something, I stopped automatically assuming that this won't do it, and I just go hunting for it. Because like I said, I found where you can put your DPF canister codes in and stuff like that. But if nothing more than being able to keep yourself off a tow truck and off the side of the road, you know, by doing a forced regen, these are worth it. Use it one time, basically, and save the diagnostic fee. Every once in a while, a truck will get hung up on a regen or whatever. There you go, pays for itself. Oh, and then if you have a diagnostic trouble code, I guess if you click on it, it'll open the Google page and tell you about it. So that's the extent of that. But I guess it's all in how much money you got, right? And like I said, my favorite thing about it, no monthly fee. It is what it is. Other than that, so yeah, that's my full review on it. I'm sure there's some things I forgot or whatever, but I maybe do some videos. That LARP thing was kind of a big learning experience for me, so maybe I'll do a video on that. I had never heard of it before, and everybody I ask is, even that mechanic at my shop, he's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, well, here it is right here. This number has to be this in order to clear your D-rate codes for what do they call it? Def inducement codes or DPF inducement codes, one of the two. You cannot clear that code unless you improve that LARP number. So, and you can do it with this. Anyway, that'll be enough of that. Like I said, I'll post a link in the comments below. And any questions about it, I'm sure people have questions about this. I still have questions about it. I'm still learning with it. But put them in the comments below, and maybe I can steer you in the right direction. I don't know.